It's Tech Lid, and we're bullish. The stampede is coming, baby. In today's video, we will be talking about the cryptocurrency Litecoin. As many of you know, Litecoin is a faster, cheaper version of Bitcoin. At the current time of this video, Litecoin is priced at $178. Depending on when you see this video, of course, the price could be higher or lower. Let's take a look at this headline here from the Investor Place. Why you should wait before loading the boat with Litecoin. Before we continue with this video though, a quick disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Always make sure to do your own due diligence and research when you invest in any type of market. When you do the homework and you do the research, you will come out winning. Bank on it. So let's get on now with this article and what it has to say. Amid the devastation within the cryptocurrency sector, many of the popular and more reasonably priced digital assets suffered disproportionately. Litecoin, which was once the original altcoin or alternative cryptocurrency to Bitcoin, was amongst the hardest hit of the well-known cryptos. Now let's talk a little bit more about why it was that cryptocurrencies fell. This was mainly because of Bitcoin. So let's see what the article has here. Bitcoin shed more than 14% of market value over the trailing 7 days. In contrast, Litecoin fared far much worse, dropping 38% in the same comparison. Earlier this month, Litecoin hit an all-time record, reaching the significant $400 level. But very quickly the air started to deflate, followed by the devastation you're all familiar with. So what's going on with Litecoin and the broader crypto space? Unlike 99% of my articles, this is the guy that wrote the article, of course, I'm just going to get right into it. So he says, no sweet talk, no dinner, just the good stuff. Litecoin is a victim of human psychology. First, investors should recognize that Litecoin is mainly a victim of psychology. While the point seems obvious, it's not as readily apparent to those who are ardent crypto supporters. For instance, pursue social media and you'll find several references to the word "we're holding the line." This is very true. I feel that often in cryptocurrency and stocks, people tend to hold the line. We're holding. There's kind of that key level. For example, one Dogecoin. Everybody is waiting for $1 Dogecoin. If Dogecoin ever does hit $1, you can bank that most people are selling off on it. That is the psychological barrier for Dogecoin. But back to Litecoin. If you happen to be in this frame of mind, it's hard to imagine why anybody would dream of selling their Litecoin, or any other crypto for that matter. The reality is most folks are scared of losing their shirt and will do anything to avoid catastrophic damage. You know that in the article, they probably weren't really talking about losing your shirt. It's more about losing your. As I explained to a rookie investor recently, bull markets take time to develop. It's akin to climbing up a ladder. Yes, you can climb the ladder quickly, but there's a limit to how fast a human being can ascend. But if a building is on fire and about to collapse, most people will jump off the ceiling. Yes, they will be injured, but they will also be alive. And that's the main reason why boom bust cycles look the way they do. In crazy crypto land, it may take years to develop a foundation and only days, if not hours, to jump from it. That's why you may want to be careful about buying it in this discount. While I won't begrudge investors buying some of their favorite assets for cheap, I also think the capitulation isn't over. initially the weak hands go, then those of moderate strength. I think many more people exist in the latter category than you might be led to believe. This is definitely a thing in crypto. All of those paper hands, all of those people that get shaken out, they do end up selling their crypto. And then more than likely, usually, these are the same people to FOMO back in. That fear of missing out is something that is very real. They sell their crypto or stocks when you look at the other case with the stock market. Then when the price starts going back up, they want to jump right back in it and just even try to break even with what they sold for a loss. Litecoin needs to build a broader foundation. If you take a look at coinmarket.com, Litecoin chart between 2017 till now, you'll notice that it's almost the perfect boom bust cycle. Following its dramatic rally in December 2017, Litecoin was largely moribund, except for a sizable, though short-lived rally in 2019 until late 2020 when it again made its way towards all-time highs. But in a flash, it seems, Litecoin is about to give up most of its gains. It sets up a potentially worrying precedent that Litecoin is a terrible investment, an asset that won't move until the underlying market does. If this narrative is to change, Litecoin needs to build a broader foundation. For instance, if you analyze the week over week performance of Litecoin going back to 2014, you'll notice most of the trading action occurs in the price spectrum between $0 to $100. From $100 to $200, you'll see modest volume of trading, but from 200 upward, very few trades occur. So basically here, what we are noticing is that once Litecoin hits that $200 mark, Litecoin pretty much loses its steam. When Litecoin is at 0 to 100, it is picking up massively and people are accumulating. But for some reason, once it passes 100 to 200, the volume in it kind of decreases, you could say. There's less accumulation. But once you go higher than 200, there is even less of that. So this is definitely something to keep your eye out when it's on and you consider it for Litecoin. Now, you've probably seen some wild price targets calling for Litecoin at $1,000 and possibly beyond. With the passage of time, anything is possible, but in order for Litecoin to maintain such a threshold, it needs to build foundations at lower price ranges. So this is exactly what we're talking about. From $200 going forward, Litecoin needs to pick up that steam. If Litecoin can do that, I believe that the psychological barrier, it is broken and it just increases for that price, $300, $400. If it can maintain that, then up it can go. You guys let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Litecoin, is that something you're willing to get into or invest to? Until the next time, peace and love to the Tech Lid Legion.